The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore them or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guests will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 6 p.m. right here on 660 AM The Answer in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, can be heard every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego. Life is full of circles, cycles, phases, and stages. It's your choice to ignore or embrace them. Motivational speaker, author, military veteran, and founder of the J.C. Cooley Foundation, James Cooley, and his guest will inspire and equip you to strive for your own greatness and overcome adversities. Listen to The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life, every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on The Answer San Diego.
Yeah! Dr. James J.C. Cooley. The James Cooley Show. It's your life. Yeah!
Hello, welcome to the James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. I'm your host, Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and wow, I'm going to say that again, wow. We got a guest on the show that's so dynamic. I mean, when she walks into the room, you can just feel it, excitement. She know how to inspire. She know how to lead. She know how to do a whole lot of things. So I am so happy to have this guest on the show today. And I'm not going to give it away, Michelle. I mean, I see you looking at me kind of strange, like I'm going to give away your part. I'm not going to do that. How you doing, Dr. Michelle Cooley?
I'm doing great. Yes, we've had this guest on the show multiple times, and she always has a different topic to discuss. We're going to get to know her a little bit more, much better today, and also about this upcoming conference that's happening in Atlanta, Georgia. But we're going to let her talk about it.
Well, Atlanta, Georgia is almost in my neck of the woods. I've been from Chattanooga, Tennessee. So hopefully we get some folks from Chattanooga to attend that conference that she's going to hold. But I tell you what, dynamic individual, Michelle getting ready to introduce the title of the show, purpose of the show, and introduce his great guest. But whichever platform that you're watching this on, whether it's E36 Television, Transfer TV, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Rumble, and over 84 other live platforms, welcome to the show. If you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do, just go to the comments. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. Michelle, can you do the honors and introduce the title of the show, the purpose of the show, and this great guest?
Yes, the title of today's show is called the Speak Right Conference. And, training speakers, leaders, and authors and boss women to fulfill their kingdom calling. And we're having a conversation with Dr. Renee Toppin. She's an accomplished business leader, CEO, founder of Black Women Who Want More, marketing director, motivational speaker, radio talk show host, and a board member of Veridian Christian University. She's going to talk about what is the mission of Black Women Who Want More, why she believes that the most successful people in business have these 4 basic skills. And she's going to talk about leadership, public speaking, financial literacy, and a book in the marketplace. What can a person who attends the SLAB, speaker, leader, author, boss workshop expect to gain? And what you are missing if you don't have these skills? So, Dr. Renee Toppin, she is a marketing director for Surge 365 and the founder and CEO, of course, of Black Women Who Want More, which has 17 chapters, 4,000 members nationwide, more than 156,000 followers on Facebook and growing. She leads global inspirational calls as a highly sought after motivational speaker, radio and talk show host. Miss Dr. Toppin has been able to consistently penetrate new markets to ensure sustainable revenue growth, leveraging her exemplary communication skills and in-person meeting experiences to establish business relationships and brand recognition. There's so much to talk up to her about. Well, welcome back to the show, Dr. Renee Toppin.
Thank you so much. I'm so happy to be here. It's always good to see you guys.
How you doing, Dr. Renee? How you doing?
I am doing wonderful. So excited about this upcoming event in Atlanta. It's my first big SLAB event, and I just cannot wait to see what the women who attend this event leave with.
Wow. I have seen you in action, so I know they're going to leave with a lot. I know they're going to leave inspired. I know they're going to leave with wanting more. So can you tell our audience a little bit more about you, where you grew up, what made you click, why are you so passionate about the things that you do?
Well, I grew up in the city of Philadelphia, and I am the oldest, the two boys, me, so I'm the oldest. So I kind of had that boss leadership thing going on, having two younger brothers. And my father was in politics, and he was very, very passionate. He was a political activist. And I grew up in the 60s and the 70s, where everyone was passionate about freedom. And so when I became married and I got older and I became married, I became passionate about freedom for women. And that took on a different context for me after I got divorced. And I realized my purpose was bigger than, and marriage, of course, is important. It's amazing to be a wife, but I realized that God put me here to fulfill a purpose, and that purpose was to help other women realize their calling and walk in their calling. And what makes me so passionate is I hate to see people, Dr. Cooley, living below their potential and not walking in their purpose and just living life robotically, monotonously, right? If you can say that, right? I love to see people living their dreams and doing the thing for which they were created. And that's what drives me. And that's what drove me to create the Speaker, Leader, Author, Boss program.
Wow. You also organize this chapter, many chapters, I believe, Black Women Who Want More. Can you tell our viewers and listeners a little bit more about that? I have seen you all in action, and the enthusiasm that these women, at least the ones that came to the graduation last time, was so, I can't even explain that feeling. It just felt so good.
Thank you so much, Dr. Cooley, for the opportunity, because that name sometimes raises eyebrows. Black Women Who Want More. What does that mean? It raises eyebrows because people don't understand the concept just based on the title. And the concept is about getting more out of life by getting more out of ourselves. More is not external, Dr. Cooley. More is internal. We have to be our best selves, first and foremost, spiritually, and then emotionally, and physically, and then financially. It is about being a whole woman. And I often get asked, why Black women who want more? Don't all women want more? Well, yes, of course, all women want more, but we are focused on the issues that are specific to us. And if you know the statistics, you will know that our statistics in our community of African American women are alarming. And we have to dig down into why 72 to 75% of Black children are being born out of wedlock. Why is the net worth of a Black woman between the ages of 39 and 52 $5? $5, the net worth. Why is it that we're number one in heart disease and 55% of African American women are clinically obese? Clinically obese by the Center for Disease Control's definition of obesity. So we have issues in our community that are specific to us, and we are not exclusive, we are ethnocentric. And so we're inclusive with a hint of ethnocentricity because we have to focus issues that are specific to us. We love the support of women of other cultures. We welcome the inclusion of women of other cultures. But what people have to understand is just like women in Islam have their own specific issues relevant to their culture. Jewish women and Indian women, Black women have issues that are specific to us, and we have created a safe place, a non-judgment zone where we can deal with those issues.
So what are some of the most common challenges that Black women face today, especially many with low self-esteem? Can you explain that?
Yes, not knowing their self-worth and having generational abuse, generational trauma that is unhealed, not going to therapy, not recognizing those generational things that have been passed on, being traumatized by their mother's own insecurities being dumped on them, and not even recognizing that they are insecure and acting that out in other ways. So Black Women Who Want More has created a place where we examine ourselves. Just this morning, Dr. Cooley, I did my show, More in the Morning, Why Black Women Don't Get Along. The 5 top reasons that Black women don't get along in families, in business, even in the church, even in the body of Christ. Why do we have so much conflict? And 99% of that conflict is internal. You cannot have peace unless you carry it, unless you have peace within yourself. So the number one thing is having a whole lot of stressors in our lives and having unhealthy coping mechanism for those stressors. 70% of Black women are head of household. So if we are head of household with no help, that's a stressor. How do we handle that stress? How do we cope? Are we exercising? Are we eating right? Are we praying? Do we have a spiritual connection? Are we taking care of ourselves physically? And so that's what we work on here at Black Women Who Want More, being spiritually grounded, emotionally stable, physically fit, and financially poised are the top 4 areas of personal development of which we are in pursuit.
Wow. Go ahead on and speak it, because this needs to be heard.
Yeah, I mean, we have so many interpersonal issues, and Dr. Cooley, believe it or not, we have internal colorism. We're still dealing with the colorism. I have women tell me that I am not dark enough to lead an organization called Black Women Who Want More, and question my ethnicity and question the authenticity of my Blackness, not realizing how big of a continent.
Hey, Dr. Renee, hold that thought. We got to take a station break, but I want you to come back and pick it up from there, because yes, that needs to be talked about. I tell you what, whichever platform that you're watching us on, I tell you probably should have grabbed about 5-6 bags of popcorn. Dr. Renee is going to bring it. And if you want to be part of the conversation, all you have to do is just go to the comments on whichever platform that you're watching us on. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you, we'll get you an answer. It's your life, and ain't nothing but a party, y'all.
Ain't nothing but a party, y'all. Cooley Show. It's your life.
Welcome to Veridian Christian University, where faith and learning come together to transform lives. At VCU, we believe that education is more than just academics. It's about fostering a community of growth, integrity, and purpose. Whether you're pursuing a bachelor's, master's, or doctorate, VCU offers flexible, affordable, and 100% online degree programs that cater to your busy life. Our innovative platform provides a personalized learning experience, empowering you to thrive in today's ever-evolving world. Join a global global community of learners guided by an experienced faculty who are committed to your success. With VCU, you're not just earning a degree, you're preparing for a future that integrates faith, leadership, and service. Veridian Christian University, educating with purpose, transforming lives. Learn more at VeridianChristianUniversity.com. VeridianChristianUniversity.com.
Noah Dingley here, producer of The James Cooley Show, It's Your Life. And the new audio version of James' book, Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet, is a must-have. James shares his true life story of struggle and success in America. It's both a cautionary tale and a roadmap to achieving the American dream. Get the new audio version of Country Boy, City Boy, A Journey That Ain't Over Yet by James Cooley on Amazon.com or wherever audiobooks are sold.
Oh, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life. And I tell you what, Dr. Renee was on the road. Oh, she was putting it out there. And I tell you what, we're going to pick that back up because she was stating 3 points. And I think we got to the second point, but I had to take the commercial break. So I'm going to ask her to repeat those 3 points again. I tell you what, again, if you want to be part of this conversation, all you have to do is go to the comments. Ask any question that you might have. I promise you we'll get you an answer. Dr. Renee, can you go over those last 3 points? When we were talking about women lacking self-confidence and not really understanding their abilities to do a lot of things, or maybe they are afraid to step up and speak out because you are the boss lady. And, women that want more, you teach that. You got over 4,000 members. Can you pick it up right there and educate some of these women that might have low confidence in themselves?
Absolutely. It starts with self-belief, and our self-belief is molded by our parents. And unfortunately, all of us don't have parents that spoke belief or spoke self-confidence or spoke can-do into us. So some of us are starting from a place of vulnerability where we don't know that we can do more. We don't know that we can supersede the poverty, the lack. 48% of Black children are being raised below the poverty level. And a lot of times that's just because we believe our limitations. And so what Black women who want more is here to do, we're here to take off those chains of limitations. There are so many things that we have been told that we can't do. Oh, you have had children. You can't, you can't succeed. You can't make more than this amount of money. You can't do this because you only went this far in your education. So you can't do this, or you can never make this amount of money. And so many women have these limitations, and these limitations were set by society, set by their parents. They may have made a mistake and had a child at 16 or a child at 18 or several children out of wedlock. So now suddenly they believe that they are stuck in a life of limitations. And so what we do here at Black Women Who Want More, first and foremost, we establish a base, a spiritual base where they fortify their belief in their creator, and your creator created you for more. We stand on Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans that I have for you, plans to give you hope in the future. So we start there, and we call each other GGs, girlfriends in God who inspire. And we inspire each other to stand on that hope and that future that God had planned for you when you got here. So many left turns, so many dead ends, but we take the limitations off by taking off the low self-esteem and the low self-worth. Whatever it is you think limits you, we're going to deal with that. If it's fear, we're going to bind it. We're going to deal with that. We're going to speak to it. That's what Black women who want more is all about. It's about taking those limits off and speaking truth to the lies that you believe.
Wow. this is exciting. So how does your communities empower women not just to dream? My motto is to dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. But dream bigger, to think out the box, to be willing to take concrete steps. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Absolutely. That's where the SLAB program comes in. It first starts with confidence. SLAB is leader, author, boss, and everything hinges on your ability to communicate. You are judged by the way that you communicate. You are judged with the words that come out of your mouth and the way that you deliver them. So I teach women how to deliver their beliefs with power and with authority and with confidence. And so many have been muted. They're afraid to speak before people. They're afraid to go live. And so they have opportunities like this show. 5 of my anointed authors came on this show. So I teach them the basics of public speaking, to unmute their voices. And once their voices are unmuted, the possibilities are limitless. And then I teach them about leadership. I teach them how to have the confidence to be seen, the confidence to get on stage, be in the front row, lead, find your tribe. What I start with in public speaking is the power of the I am. And so they're finding the power of their I am, because I am is not only who we are, but I am is who lives on the inside of us. Greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So we craft our power I am statement. That's who you are. What problem do you solve? And then once you can articulate that, Dr. Cooley, you find your tribe and you draw your tribe to you. And then that thing that God gave you for them, you're able to pour out, because now you have the speaking skills. Now you have the leadership skills. And then we move on to helping you get that thing in a book, to helping you publish a book, because you can decree a thing and declare a thing and it shall be established. Well, your decree is what you write. So we work on the declaration, your speaking gift, then we work on the decree, your writing gift, because your book is going to go places where your voice may never go. And so that's what the SLAB program is all about. It's about building that foundation first in Christ, and then on that foundation, activating, polishing, preparing all of the gifts that God gave you to serve others, to put those gifts in the marketplace, because the people that you are assigned to serve are waiting for you to step forward in excellence.
Wow. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's talk about this conference that you're sponsoring in Atlanta. I know that I'm looking at the numbers, many of our listeners probably interested in this conference, and also probably interested in other conferences that you're going to be sponsoring. I see you as doing this all across the world. But let's talk about Atlanta first.
Okay, well, we're really excited about Atlanta. Atlanta is going to be a celebration of those that just completed the first semester of the Speaker, Leader, Author, Boss program. We're going to celebrate them, but it's also going to be a live training. It's going to be specifically focused on the speakers. If you have always wanted to speak, but you have the fear of speaking, we are going to alleviate that fear in one conference if you allow us to do so. I only push with your permission, but objects in motion can't be pushed. So if you are ready to get into motion, you are going to have an actual opportunity to get a mic in your hand, because your voice is your superpower. Those words that God put inside of you, those are your superpower. Those words are your superpower. So at the Speaker, Leader, Author, Boss Conference, you're going to have the opportunity to speak, to craft your I am statement, to learn how to connect emotionally to your audience in the first 30 seconds. We call it the rock the mic. Then we're going to teach you how to drop the mic, and we're going to have a videographer there. So if you choose to do so, you will have the opportunity to leave with a speaker reel. So you're not just coming to listen, you are coming to be poured into and then pour out. So you will leave empowered, you will leave fearless, and you will leave confident if you come and if you participate and if you stomp on that fear and face it head on. I call it the spot. We're going to put you on the spot, because the spot is where the spotlight shines. What happens in the light, you grow in the light. So be prepared to be in the spotlight at the SLAB conference. We can't wait to see you.
What is the theme of this conference? And can you tell our audience about the pink and the purple ball to honor survivors of breast cancer
Absolutely.
and domestic violence?
Absolutely. Well, the conference has two parts. We at Black Women Who Want More, we are an authorized entity to issue the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. So there are 15 women that are receiving the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. There are other awards that will be given, our Student of the Year Award. We're going to even do a Husband of the Year Award, Dr. Cooley, because our husbands are so supportive. And we just love the couples and the husbands that get behind the women that spend so much time on themselves, and Black Women Who Want More, and their husbands love it. So we have a Husband of the Year Award, but the pink and purple ball is focused on the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. But every year this time, we commemorate breast cancer survival awareness, and we commemorate domestic violence awareness. And so we're all going to wear either solid pink gowns or solid purple gowns, depending on which issue most resonates with us. I'm always in pink, like I am right now, because my mother died of breast cancer at age 54, a very young age. And so I always remember her fight with breast cancer by wearing pink. Some of the ladies have been victims and are now survivors and champion survivors, right? Warriors of domestic violence. And so we commemorate them as well. And so that's what the pink and purple ball is all about. And it's also to give out that very prestigious Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. I know, Dr. Cooley, you have received it. And so we are so excited to give a lot of the graduates of Veridian Christian University. A lot of them are also receiving that Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. They're having the best year ever. Honorary doctorates, now the Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. All the things that we do here at Black Women Who Want More are designed to open doors of opportunity. And Veridian Christian University has been a huge door of opportunity for Black women who want more.
Wow. You know, I am so happy that you sit on my board, because you're doing so many great things out there. And a lot of people don't understand the meaning of Presidential Lifetime Achievement Award. What I mean, that you have to put the work in, you have to go out there and do extraordinary things, and you have to be able to spread it to others. I'm talking about others, get others to do great things as well, because it's so important to our communities that we do that. Dr. Renee, we got to take a station break. Well, we're going to come back. We got a lot more to talk about. We have a whole lot more to talk about. I'll tell you what, if you want to be part of this great conversation, all you have to do is just go to the platform that you're watching this on. I see that the numbers of on YouTube alone is almost 6,000. I mean, at this particular time. I know you got some questions out there, my viewers. Got any questions? Ask. Dr. Renee got answers. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
It's the James Cooley Show. It's your life. Dr. James J.C. Cooley. Yeah. Come on.
A Black Man's Point of View is the newest Amazon.com #1 release and bestseller book from author Dr. James J.C. Cooley, featuring the perspective from 11 other contributing authors. In A Black Man's Point of View, Dr. James Cooley unpacks his thoughts and personal experiences about the challenges, stereotypes, and feelings of self-worth that many black men face today due to a 400-year ancestry rooted in slavery and colonization. Yet, how so many black men move forward despite this history. Most importantly, A Black Man's Point of View conveys that all men, regardless of race, creed, or color, are capable of love, respect, and dignity. Described as a map to a greater life from the heart of a man who's experienced life's misfortune and harsh conditions, James shows us how beliefs, convictions, and a healthy mentality can help propel a life worth living. A must-read for all. Order your copy of A Black Man's Point of View by author Dr. James J.C. Cooley today from Amazon.com or wherever books are sold.
The future is here.
Now is the time to pursue the greatness in you. Welcome to Veridian Christian University, where faith meets future. We are a fully accredited, 100% online Christian university. We offer bachelor's degree, master's and doctorate degree programs, built for students like you. Affordable tuitions, 30+ degree programs, 100% online and flexible. Integrating faith with learning. Study from anywhere at your pace. At VCU, we do not just prepare you for a degree. We prepare you for purpose. Discover who you are. Grow in faith. And build a future that impacts the world.
Are you ready to start your journey today?
Visit www.veridianchristianuniversity.com.
Apply today and be among the global leaders.
Hello, welcome back to the James Cooley Show. It's your life, and I tell you, Dr. Renee is just laying it out there. I mean, come on. You all are watching. You know, Black women who want more, not just that, women who want more, anybody that want more can learn from this young lady right here. She's doing it. And you can feel the passion in her heart and the way that she is presenting. And if you're close to Atlanta, you might want to attend this conference. I'm telling you. You might want to attend it. I say you want to attend this conference because I have seen her in action. And you're going to walk away with a whole lot of things that's going to improve your life, going to improve your finances, going to improve your ability to think out the box. Mindset changes. That's what this young lady right here is going to bring. But I want to give a shout out to, Carl Roberts. Say, how you doing, brother? How you doing out there? Watching the show right now. And Barbara Miranda, watching the show. I mean, always faithful. And my great friend, Dr. Stacy Bullock. So I just want to give a shout out to all of you and others out there. All you gotta do is check in with me. You already know that. You check in with me. I put you out there. I put you out there. But I want to pick this back up because Dr. Renee, you are inspiring so many folks, not just women, but men. And you encouraging I believe their husband, the boyfriends, and all of that to get behind these great women, to make them greater. And by you doing that, that makes the women want to make them greater. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yes, absolutely. Well, as Black women, we need that support. We need that strong leadership in the home. And definitely you remember that movie, Waiting to Exhale, because every strong woman wants a stronger man. That is my personal belief. We want to live that biblical structure of the home where the man is the spiritual head. And so we are learning that as 70% of us are head of household, we are learning to admire and respect our men on spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially. And that's something we talk about, as a lot of our women are married. And so the married women, we are developing a space for them where they can talk about marriage and the issues of marriage. And the single women, we talk about the structure of the home, and we talk about the issues that our men face and men face in general. And we talk about the dynamics of dating and the dynamics of relationships in the African American community, raising Black sons and respecting our men and restoring the sanctity of the home, the way God designed the home to be run, the way God designed the home to be structured. The word husband means a band around the house. And so when we talk from the perspective of the Proverbs 31 woman. We talk from the perspective of Esther and how she was prepared to go before her king. And when we talk about being whole women, that's what we want to be before God brings the man of God, that he's bringing the single women. God is bringing somebody, I believe, as we become prepared and as we are in the place of his perfect will, that man will show up. But as in the way of Esther, we will be prepared for that man. We will be whole spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially, because we want to complement. We don't want to be completed. We don't need to be completed, Dr. Cooley. When we're whole, we can be a complement instead of a hindrance. We don't come needy. We come with a heart to serve. We don't come needing, because God supplies all of my needs. That man of God, I am whole spiritually, emotionally, physically, and financially. So I am prepared to be a helpmeet, not a needy mate.
I'm loving this. Yeah, and you talk about Black women who want more. And I know you talked about the 4 qualities of that: leadership, public speaking, financial literacy, and resources. And I know it's so much more out there that people will get from this conference by attending, or also by contacting you and becoming a member of Black Women Who Want More. Tell them how can they become a member of one of your chapters?
Well, they can become a member. First, I'd like for you to follow us on Facebook. Our largest community is on Facebook, 695,000 followers we have on Facebook. Just key Black Women Who Want More into the search field, and you will see our cover page is for our conference, and our profile picture is our billboard in Times Square. We just debuted a billboard in Times Square, so that's our profile picture. We are doing big things here at Black Women Who Want More. And so I want you to follow us on Facebook, our largest community. And if you'd like to join, you can email me at bwwwm, that's the B, 3 W's and an M, our initial, and the word pay at gmail.com. bwwmpay@gmail.com. I do host a free public speaking class on Tuesday nights. It's totally free. It's a 2-hour bonus class to introduce you to my course. Now, certification course, you will be certified in public speaking, leadership, financial literacy, and we will have our publisher, who is a book coach. We will help you produce a book. And so if you ever gonna have you be a published author, a certified published author, and get that book done and get you all of the information that you need and the help that you need, put you in a book accountability group to help you bring forth a book that God has in the inside of you. And we're really, really excited about that, Dr. Cooley. So I would love for them to follow us. I have a show every morning, 8:30 a.m., more in the morning, 8:30 a.m. Eastern time. And we would love for all of your followers to.
Well, I'm going to have to tune into your show. I haven't done it yet. But tell people how they can tune into your show.
Okay, well, I am live on that fan page, the Black Women Who Want More fan page. It is a Facebook Live every morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, and it's about an hour, sometimes more than an hour, and there's a different theme every day. Today was why Black women don't get along Wednesday. And so corresponds with the day. Monday was Manifestation Monday. How do you manifest your dream biblically? How do you use faith so that God can manifest that thing that you're believing God for? So every day there's a different theme, and it's about an hour and a half, and you can just follow us on the Black Women Who Want More fan page. And we're there live every day. We've been doing it for several years, and we absolutely positively love it. So we would love to see you there. And then that will give you a taste of who we are. And then you can come to our conference October the 11th, or you can join my certification program, which the second semester launches September the 13th with public speaking class number 1. There are 4 public speaking classes, 4 financial literacy classes, 4 book publishing classes, and 4 leadership classes. So speaker, leader, author, boss, you will be fully equipped and fully prepared to 4x your income once you graduate.
Wow. It's so intriguing, but you're going to take a station break. But I think when we come back from the break, I think Dr. Michelle Cooley might have a couple of questions. And I tell you what, I'm looking at the numbers. I know that the audience got a couple of questions, but they're afraid to ask. Renee, just tell them if they want to know something, just tell them that just ask the question and you'll answer.
Absolutely. Ask me anything. Listen, fear is a liar. Fear is false expectations appearing real. That's the acronym for fear. And there is something that you need to know, and it could be I have the answer, and that answer could be the information that you need to change your situation. Do not let the opportunity to know what you don't know and find out what you don't know pass you by.
Okay, well, we're going to take a station break, but we're going to come back. We got a lot more of Dr. Renee. And she already told you, if you want to be part of this conversation, go to whichever platform that you watch this on. Just go to that platform, go to the comments, ask any questions. I promise you, you'll get your answer. It's your life, and we'll see you shortly after the break.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michelle Cooley. Heart disease research saves lives. It's that simple. Thanks to medical advancements funded by the American Heart Association, more women are surviving heart attacks, strokes, and other cardiovascular diseases than ever before. But there's still so much work to do.
Hi, I'm Dr. James J.C. Cooley, and I'm raising funds to support life-saving research because every heartbeat is worth fighting for. In honor of Women's History Month, please join me in support of the American Heart Association and women's health.
Dr. James!
We have arrived at prison house, and I'll tell you what is beautiful out here. The water is so clear. the beach. I am excited. I will keep you informed. This is wonderful. Zanzibar.
Yeah,
Get over here, Randy.
I see why people say you haven't traveled until you've been to Zanzibar. I get it, man. I totally understand. We're about to have some fun.
At Veridian Christian University, we believe education is more than just a degree. It's a pathway to a purpose-driven life. Whether you're advancing your career, pursuing a passion, or building a new future, VCU's 100% online programs give you the flexibility to learn on your terms, anywhere, anytime. With expert faculty, personalized mentorship, and a faith-centered approach, you'll gain the skills, knowledge, and leadership you need to make a lasting impact. VCU offers bachelor's, master's, and doctorate degrees, each designed to empower you for success in today's fast-changing world. Join a global community of believers, learners, and leaders. Ready to start your journey? Veridian Christian University, transforming lives, empowering futures. Visit us at VeridianChristianUniversity.com. That's VeridianChristianUniversity.com.
Hello, welcome back to James Cooley Show. It's your life. It's an absolute joy having this conversation with Dr. Renee. I told you from the beginning, inspiring. She's going to get you there. She's going to get you there because that's how she is. But I want to talk about a couple of things before we bring her back. I want to talk about this university. I love this university called Veridian Christian University. Yes, she said she one of the board members. So she loved one of the graduates. She loved it too, and so is Michelle. But I'm not talking about this university just because I'm the chancellor. I'm talking about it because the opportunities that the university offers is, we offer bachelor's, master's, doctorate, and honorary doctorate degrees if you're doing above and beyond. But the most important thing is we are fully accredited. And if you're looking to expand your education, increase your education, if you're doing great things in your communities, and you can justify that you're doing great things in your communities, honorary doctor degree is always there as well. But I tell you, the only way that you're going to find out what we do is go to Veridian Christian University. That's Veridian Christian University. Another thing I want to talk about is what Dr. Renee said. You got to go out there. You have to expand yourself. You have to do great things. You have to do this. I did this, and I just got back from Africa about 3 weeks ago. But I'm invited back. I'll be leaving Saturday, going to Ghana at the request of the king. So if you open your mind, if you open your heart, and you go out there and do great things will happen to you. What are your thoughts about that, Michelle?
No, I do agree. You have to take that chance and do great things because the world is not going to stop for you. So you're here for a reason, for a purpose. So even though you may be a little bit apprehensive or were told certain things, but you are able to accomplish a lot. So go for it.
And to accomplish a lot, and that's what Dr. Renee is talking about Black women who want more. You have to be able to make that step forward and recognize that you got so much potential. What are your thoughts on that, Dr. Renee?
Oh, I think
I'm sorry, I didn't hear your question. There was a delay, but the thoughts on moving forward and getting more, was that your question?
Yes, moving forward and taking chance, taking risks, and, just stepping out there.
Okay. Take risks. Well, and unless you move, you're going to stay stuck in the same place. And that's with anything. Everything begins with movement. Everything begins with that first step. Whether it's the weight that you are, or the job that you're in, or the relationship that you're in that may not be healthy, you have to decide, I don't want to be where I am, Dr. Michelle. And once you decide, I don't want to be where I am, you have to acknowledge that, say that out loud, and then you have to take the first step towards movement. And for a lot of women that are in my organization, their first step moving from where they were to where they are now is joining this organization. They heard me on the fan page one day, or somebody told them about us, and they took that step to say, I need to be surrounded by people who are moving. And that's what I love about Veridian Christian University. You become surrounded by people who are moving, and I'm talking about moving globally. You have to have friends and networks and circles of people who are moving. And if you are afraid to move, the enemy will keep you stuck in lack, stuck in depression, stuck in fear, stuck in a dead-end job, stuck in impossibilities when God has all of these possibilities waiting for you to take the first step. I believe Dr. King said it. You can't ascend the whole stairway at once, but ascend the stairway starts with the first step. So if you want to get to the top, that first step may feel like the bottom. And of course, the first step is going to be at the bottom, because if that's where you are, you have to get on that step, and then the next step, and then the next step in order to get to the top. Dr. Cooley, it takes movement, and movement is a decision. And a non-decision is non-movement, and a decision is movement once you act on it.
So, Dr. Renee, what skills that you believe that women underestimate in the most regarding themselves?
Self-awareness, first of all. Knowing why I feel the way I feel. If I'm insecure, knowing why, digging down. Self-awareness is number one. Number two, a hardcore skill is a speaking skill. We underestimate the power of effective communication. And so we get opportunities like this to be on a show like this, which is a phenomenal opportunity, but we're afraid. Sometimes we won't even try because we're afraid to speak before people, or we're asked to share our story and we don't feel confident in sharing our story because we have not actually practiced the art of delivering information. See, anybody can speak. I'm talking about delivering information. Speaking to an audience is different than talking and having a conversation. And a lot of people don't know the difference, Dr. Michelle. So their communication when it comes to the masses is not effective because they're just talking and they're not speaking. I think the art of public speaking is a very underestimated skill that everyone needs in every area of life.
You know, we got about 2 minutes before the end of the show. So, what's your message to women who feel like they have missed the opportunity or the moment to develop these skills and to step into their purpose?
If you are hearing the sound of my voice, God gave you another day and it's not too late. You can be 89, 86, 52, 14, 27. It doesn't matter. Every day that God wakes you up is more time. Every day that God allows you to come into the hearing of a solution. And so this is a solution. And when God offers you solutions and opportunities, I believe that's his way of saying, I have something more for you to do. And this is going to prepare you to do that thing. When you're off of a to get you where he wants you to go. As long as you're alive, as long as you're hearing those opportunities.
Wow, that's you're absolutely right. If you give me an opportunity, take advantage of it. If you're still living today, that means he's giving you an opportunity. Dr. Renee, I want to thank you. I want to thank you so much for taking the time to come on the James Cooley Show. It's your life. I'd like to thank Dr. Michelle Cooley for putting together another absolutely outstanding show. Most importantly, I'd like to thank our viewers and listeners for tuning in to the James Cooley Show Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central Standard, and 5 p.m. Eastern Time. Always, always dream big, think big, and be big at everything you do. We'll be back tomorrow, same time, same place. It's your life.